Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Tuesday Talks video. And Tuesday Talks is a Goodreads group. I will leave a link to the Goodreads group in the description box below in case you want to check it out, join the group, see the other topics, anything like that. And this week's topic is, how do you deal with hard to pronounce names and places? And I feel like this is such an interesting thing. Like, I feel like, especially with BookTube, it's so weird to see like how different people pronounce things. And I know some people, like, you just get used to pronouncing something a certain way, so you just continue to do it. I know Christine from Poem Bananas Books does that. I feel like, you know, she knows how to say a lot of things now, but she just refuses to change the way she's pronouncing them. And I think a lot of people do that. I think that's pretty normal. I feel like I don't know how to pronounce a lot of things, and I kind of just make stuff up in my head. And actually, talking about like just not changing it, I know that some of the titles in like historical romances that I read, I pronounce wrong. That's not true. I'm pretty sure I do pronounce them right, but I pronounce them in like a French way instead of an English way, and I just think that the French way is prettier. So, you know, and like one thing, like a valet, I'm pretty sure it's valet, and I just think that sounds funny, so I say valet still, and I don't care. I mean, it's reading. Okay, so then there's the whole idea of like, it's reading, so who cares if you say it wrong. I will say I do get a little frustrated sometimes if I don't know how to pronounce things. Like Rick Riordan's books are probably the most common for that, just because he uses so much Greek and Roman language and words in his books, which I think is great and it makes it authentic. But I get so frustrated when I don't know how to say things, and it, like, especially if they're long, because I feel like I stumble over it when I'm reading, and it's just annoying. Like, I just finished The House of Hades, and there's a character in there, I don't even know how, I don't know how to say his name. Oh, I wonder if it's in the back. I know he has a, okay, so there's no pronunciation guide, but it's spelled C-L-Y-T-I-U-S, and I'm sure I could go on the internet and look up how to spell it, or how to say it. But I have no idea how to say that, but he was a jerk, so I called him Cletus, because I feel like he deserves that name. So, honestly, that's usually what I do a lot of the times if I don't know how to pronounce things, is I just make crap up on my own, like, and I don't seek out pronunciation. I think, you know, who among us did not say Hermione not like Hermione until the movies came out? At least if you're from America, because I feel like it's not a particularly common name over here. So unless your book has a pronunciation guide like Sarah J. Maas's does, which I appreciate, but it also really throws me off sometimes, because, okay, so two of her characters are named, so what is her name? Selena, but I say Selena. Sorry. I do, like, in my head. If I were talking about that book, I would make a pointed effort of saying Selena, and I've known since I started reading it that it's Selena. And then the other guy, Dorian, I usually say Darian in my head, and the reason I do that is because I feel like their names are really similar to the American versions of Sailor Moon, which is Serena and Darian, so I just say Selena and Darian a lot of times in my head. But yeah, like I said, I don't look out pronunciation. If it's provided to me, I will try to include it. I love when authors include it in the context of the book, so I don't have to go looking for a pronunciation guide. But, you know, where like somebody will say something and then the characters will like missay it. Actually, Rick Riordan does do that a lot, which I appreciate. But I don't feel bad about not being able to say things, and it doesn't generally bother me when other people pronounce things different than me. So those are my thoughts on pronunciation. If you want to say anything or talk about anything, or you want to tell me like something that you have trouble pronouncing, feel free to let me know down in the comments, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!